Alright, welcome Planeswalkers. Previously on Ashes of the Breach. The world didn't fall, it was unmade. After the meltdown, reality fractured, and from the wounds of the sky, the breach began to spill its horrors into what remained of the civilization. Cities became battlegrounds, ecosystems twisted, and survival became war. In Act 1, Maverick proved that resistance was still possible, salvaging the broken mechs and standing against the first wave. Oh, that was really a test. Act 2 revealed the truth. It wasn't random. The Rift Stamp Galloper and the spreading crystal growths showed signs of an expanding ecosystem. Something adapting, something evolving. Then in Act 3, the breach escalated into something far more aggressive. Kaiju-class threats emerged, and the cost of fighting back became undeniable. Our hero, Maverick, pushed his machine beyond safe limits, and though he survived the damage both of his mech and the loss of his friend, Elixir, his fellow co-pilot, the battle was catastrophic. Now begins Act 4. The war climbs higher than ever. The battlefield is no longer just horizontal, but also now vertical. It's evolving and it's hunting from above. So, welcome back, friends and fellow travelers of the multiverse. I'm Mike, Shinobi Mystic, your host here on Mystic Miniatures Forge. And today, we're jumping into Act 4 of Ashes of the Breach. Just get my drink ready. Alright, so, because in Act 3, Maverick's co-pilot perished as part of the story-driven element, Act 4 does not include our main character, Maverick. Maverick was not deployed for this service mission. He is going to stay back. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the other mechs that we introduced in Act 1, the training mission. And I think in doing that, this will be a good use of them again. So who were those guys? So that was characters like Dum Dum Dugan, the Iron Sergeant. He's a hero creature. He's got like Hold the Line, Defensive Drills, and Last Stand. And then Vic Hoskins, War Doctrine, also known as so this really famous guy in Heroscape. I'm kind of blanking on his name right now. But he's got Fire Superiority, Target Prioritization, and Overwhelming Barrage. Alright, so Dum Dum Dugan, he's going to be piloting the Riot platform number 9, which is like this Ed 209 looking model or miniature that I found or I gotten. This is Artifact Vehicle Mech. It's got the crew ability, and then it's got this ability called Lockdown Targeting. If Riot Platform number 9 did not move this turn, it gets +1 attack, and defending figures get -1 attack against this defense against this attack. And then it's an industrial frame, so it cannot be moved by enemy abilities. When it receives 3 or more damage from a single attack, it may not use Lockdown Targeting. Okay, but we got 8 life on that mech. Now, Vic, our other main character, he's got, I believe it's another Heroscape miniature, the Deathwalker 9000, but I can just call it the Iron Sentinel. It's got Railgun Overwatch. If this drone, yeah, it's a robot drone, even though it's Oh, I guess I was supposed to fix that. Even though he's manning it, it still says it's a drone. If this drone, yeah, it doesn't even say it's like a vehicle or anything. Who are you piloting them? I guess I gotta fix some stuff. Anyway, it's got self-repair protocol. Maybe it can be manned or unmanned. At the end of the drone's turn, if it took damage, remove 1 damage from it. It's got 7 life. Who else do we have? We also have the Aegeus support units, which are like, I think, the Xenian guards from Heroscape. I just want to reuse those. They've got like bodyguard protocol and Aegeus targeting abilities. We've got some new units, and these are just was it like army men guys? We got some fighter jets, military air support, and they're gonna make use of the flight stands. And so with the flight stands, if they're not using the flight stand, they're grounded. If they're using the lower one, they get low altitude, so they get a +1 attack. If they're at high altitude, they get +1 defense. And figure out flight stands are not affected by engagement. And then it's got payload air-to-ground missile, where it's got range 6, attack 5, explosion 1. Trying to use some ideas from the G.I. Joe miniatures that came out from, and basically it's just like you start the game with 2 missile markers, and that way it's not overpowered for a creature squad. And then I gave it strafing run, where if it moved at least 3 spaces, it may make an additional attack. And then last but not least, for the good guys, we've got the ACU gunners. These are left over from more army men guys from my Xenomorph Park game. The ACU gunners are a lethal asset containment unit. Basically just got like machine gunners. And then of course for squad creatures, they get an entirely full army card, full text. Now, for our kaiju today, we have the Arc Serpent, also known as the D&D miniature. I think it's called a bear, B-E-H-I-R, bear. But it's like an electrified serpent type thing. It's got 12 life, 8 move, 4 range, and it's a 6/5. It's got an EMP burst. I can, if I like roll extra, it gets the figure cannot move or attack on its next turn. So basically shut down a miniature. Electrical arc. When it receives damage, you may choose an adjacent enemy and roll 1 combat dice. So kind of like Counter-Strike, but not as hardcore. Who knows, maybe it is more hardcore. Shock resistant, reduce damage from ranged attacks by 1. And then I give it Slither, where it can slither through the water. Yeah, so that's going to be the kaiju for today. So let me load up the story, and let's get into it. Click the story. I had the computer on, but this is better than printing out 15 pages of paper. Come on. It's still loading. It's because we're live and I'm using up all the interwebs. Anyway, I'll talk about the map. So today I'm not using the projector map. I have like a ruined city backdrop on the TV, and we're looking at this. Yeah, like that looks actually pretty slick. But you know, it's all about the actual battlefield. So this is the playmat that came with the Pacific Rim Extinction miniatures game. This is the actual like miniature playmat that comes with the board game. What I did is I have a stencil of the hexagons that are the same size as the Heroscape tiles. So what I did is I just laid that thing down, and with a magic marker, I drew all the hexagons onto that playmat. Now, the Pacific Rim Extinction miniatures game does not use basically the hexagons are on the miniatures. So, and then they have like a movement stick, and that's how they move the miniatures around. But I didn't want to have to do that. I was like, I have to draw the hexagon map on there. And you know, I mean, it looks a little different, but I mean, it instantly, you know, I can see all the spaces and everything. So I think it worked out pretty well. Let's see. We're on Apex Devastation. Click the button. So this is the official playmat for the game. These are the cardboard buildings that come with the game. They kind of come together pretty nicely. They also, which is sweet about them, is like you've got like one side and you can flip it around, and there's like there's a printing on the other side. So if you wanted to, well, I guess making a building with nothing on it isn't that cool looking, but they do, most of these cardboard pieces are double-sided, so you could, you know, have, you know, kind of blanker looking, or, you know, have it looking one way and then swap it around and have it looking a different way. This is how I set it up, based on a screenshot that I saw. So I was like, oh, that looks like a pretty good little city. Like, let me try to recreate that. All right, so today we're gonna be keep making use of the alert tracker. This is something that it came to be from my Edge of Eternities games. I was using just Heroscape hexagon tiles in a row to represent this, but then when I opened up my Pacific Rim game, it came with something that is used for tracking the rounds. And so I'm just probably going to use this from now on and forever and ever. Today we're going to go up to round... Oh, we're going to go up to round 6. That's where today's mission will end. So what I'll do is this helps me keep the story beats active. So every time I increase the alert tracker, I'll read what happens, and that'll be the that'll keep everything going. It looks like I loaded up the wrong act. Alright, so today we need to defend at least one rooftop position through the end of round 6. Destroy or force the retreat of the Arc Serpent by round 6. Maintain the operation of Riot Platform number 9 and the Iron Sentinel. And the alert tracker advances at the end of every round. Maintain operation... and then the story beats trigger only at the start of each round listed above. So, round 1, the city under siege. Let us begin. Actually, yeah, let's do that first. We'll do that. I just need something to keep track of whose turn it is. I'll use this. And that'll be great. Okay. I'm just gonna double check the live stream real fast. Luckily I'm subscribed to myself. Oh, good. I just wanted to make sure that the music wasn't too loud. Sometimes that's tended to happen to me. Alright, let's get to the game. So, the Arc Serpent engages the skyscrapers. So here it is. The city is broken. The city stands as jagged spires of concrete and steel. Entire floors have collapsed. That's what these piles are. They're kind of collapsed buildings. These create vertical terraces of rubble. So the wind screams through the empty windows. The Arc Serpent begins to descend from the ocean. And that's where he is. He's coming out from the ocean, and he starts to step through, and he breaks into land. He takes a look around, and he's hunting for something. It slithers between the structures, its body harnessing electrical energy from every source. Traffic lights, signs on the buildings feed its raw power as they short out and explode. Each pass shatters glass and dislodges structural debris. This is charged predation. I guess yeah, let's move the Arc Serpent. He's got a move of 8. So he started here on that 3 hex, and what I'm going to do is just use my finger. I'll say, so his figure base is like this gigantic one. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a beer. So like when I set it down, it's hard to tell like what hex is he on. Well, you know, it's on this hex, so he's definitely on that hex. It's going to be kind of approximate. I'm not going to be too much of like a I'm not going to be too much of a stickler for any of this, but what I'm going to do is just hold my finger down and say, okay, here he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there it is. He moves into the middle of the city. Yeah. Well, it says he slithers through the buildings. Shouldn't he have gone this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe he should have slithered through that. Slithered through it that way. Now it really looks like he's slithering, especially from the camera angle here. Alright, let's have him do that. So, this is charged predation. The rooftops' dense teams deploy heavy weapons and fortifications across the city. Alright, so we're gonna set up our fortifications. So, from these dense rubble areas, or maybe on these buildings. Now these are army men. They're already not even the right size. They're, let's see, if I grab that. Oh, and I was like, oh, I'm blanking on that guy's name. Sergeant Drake Alexander from Heroscape. Oh, come on, man, zoom in. Like, don't be blurry. There we go. Sergeant Drake Alexander. That's who it is. But I call him Vic Hoskins, the guy from Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World. Anyway, so this is an army man figure from like one of those kids buckets that you can buy for like less than $5. He's not the same size as a Heroscape miniature. So if the Heroscape miniatures are between 28 and 32 millimeters, these guys are much bigger. But you know, for just throwing down guys on a table, they look great. So, but I know that, you know, if they were supposed to be the size of people on here, yeah, they'd be super tiny. But I also want to be able to see them on camera and stuff. So I'm gonna have this guy be placed on the top of that building. I'm gonna have this guy placed on the top of this building, and I'm gonna have this guy placed on the top of this building, as per the story. So rooftop defensive teams deploy heavy weapons and fortifications across the city. So that's that. Riot platform number 9 is deployed and starts to take position. So then he'll start on this right side of the map. Can you guys even see that? No. All right, he's just right up here on. Let me see if I can click the button. Well, of course I can click the button. That still doesn't do it. Okay. Alright, so Riot platform number 9 is going to start on that side of the city. He starts to take position. So let's see. He's going to move a 4. So let's see. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and I'll put him right there. And then the cool thing about this miniature is I can like turn its head. So I was like, okay. It's not even really a miniature. It's the same kind of guy from the same bucket of army guys that I got there. Alright. So that's starting to paint a picture. Riot, so that was Riot platform number 9, takes position, cannons tracking the Serpent's movements. Which, yeah, you can kind of see them. There's a couple buildings in the way. Iron Sentinel, the Deathwalker 9000, and the Aegis support units are also deployed. So I'll then take this guy, throw him over here, and I'll take these other Deathwalkers, Zenian Guards, or Aegis support units, whatever they're called. These other Heroscape guys. And I'm going to toss them about. Let's see. They start to form an armored perimeter. Okay, so let's see. The big guy's got to move a 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you can't see him. Oh no, you guys can see him. And then these have a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And that covers either side of the building. All right. Ooh, now we're really getting into it. Okay. Cool. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, well, yeah, we are. Yeah, we're done for that, for the opening part. So now it says combat begins, and then dialogue. Dum Dum Dugan in the Riot platform number 9, and that's Dum Dum Dugan. He says, target acquired, suppression fire, engage. And then Vic Hoskins, he says, maintain discipline. Do not overextend positions. The Serpent coils, and then the Serpent begins to coil its body up. Watching. Calculating. Okay. Now we're going to go through round 1. Yeah, because I read that stuff first. The alert tracker advances at the end of every round. Story beats trigger only at the start of each round. So this is the start of round 1, and that's all the story beats. So that's how I set up the game, and that's how we're going to get started. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to make sure the music isn't too loud. Alright, so now I'm gonna, at this time, I will draw my 3 spell cards. So my spell cards are Plasma Chainswords, or Chainsaws. Basically you get like Twin Flame. Each crossed weapon symbol you roll for that creature this turn gets +1 hit. We've got Stealth Engines. So, can move through all figures and never takes leaving engagement attacks. And then we've got Repair Drones. It's a hidden enchant. Flip it over when an artifact is damaged. You may remove damage equal to the artifact's starting life. Rounded up. Repair Drones. Okay. So those are our 3 spell cards there. Now where's my My old people holders. I like that. Actually, I like having this extra room on the table. It's kind of nice. Okay. So, Riot platform number 9, engaged. I already moved him, but then, yeah, I kind of want. We're only going to round 6, so it's like, yeah, I guess I'm trying to make it even smaller. Yeah, that's fine. No, I think it's good at the way we started. Not like I started it engaged with anybody. That's good. All right. Alright, so lockdown targeting. If a Riot platform number 9 did not move. Oh, but I am gonna move. Okay, so Riot platform number 9. Move. So let's see. 1, because he's here. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that even a good move? Where the hell was he? Here? Here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I gotta get around the rubble. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the Serpent's gonna move. Yeah. Can he even see the Serpent, though? Oh my gosh. I would say that from his cockpit, that one building blocks that entire thing. I don't know if he should move that way. He was here? 1, 2. No, he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's move him here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna stand at the base of the thing there. Oh, but he can't stop there. There's a thing in the way, which I even forgot to mention about these. So, and they blend in so well, especially in this light. So everywhere on the battlefield, oh, not everywhere, all over the battlefield, I put these items, and they're like double-sided tokens that came with the board game, and I thought it would make it for kind of an interesting game where we could pick up items and like throw them at the kaiju. But I was basically gonna make it so they're spots that you can't go on. So yeah, I'm just gonna put them back right where originally I was gonna. So yeah, there was like a car. Actually, I don't think it's a car. I think it's a boat or a crashed helicopter that's right there. What do you guys think this is? Pick it up. Yeah, what do you guys think that is? Of course, I wait for the waiting for the camera to focus on it. What do you guys think that is? Crashed helicopter? I think that's what that is. Is a helicopter that crashed? Oh, maybe, yeah. Is this where the rotor would be? I think that's what that is. Anyway, is it crashed helicopter between those buildings? So he can't land there. Now in the Pacific Rim Miniatures game, you can land on those spots. But in my game, I told myself I wasn't going to let us do that. So, that's it. I'm not within range to attack, because he's only got a range 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's not in range. And even then, that building is totally in the way. I don't think he'll be able to see. Actually, how come he can see now? Did I not move him the right way? I thought he was like there then. Okay. Moved him too many times. Alright. Not too worried about it. As long as I'm having fun. Alright, so that was Dum Dum's turn. Now it's Vic's turn. And that's that Drake Alexander. Basically G.I. Joe man. Before there were G.I. Joes in Heroscape. He's gonna pilot that Iron Sentinel, the Deathwalker 9000, the Iron Sentinel. So, Railgun Overwatch. No, that's if this drone did not move, you may attack twice. At the end of this drone's turn, if it took no damage, remove 1 damage from it. You know what else I could have done? Is just like all the other mechs, where you need like two pilots. Could have had these two guys share in the drift, and they're both in Ed 209. Yeah, actually, yeah, I could do that, but no, I'm gonna have him still be in the Iron Sentinel. All right, even though they don't share the color identity. Yeah, my whole thing's kind of getting a little wonky. It's all right. These guys were only supposed to hang out for the training mission, and then I quickly was like, well, I kind of want to use those guys again. Maybe I should have them show up somewhere. Ta-da! So there it is. All right, so this thing's gonna advance 4. So we're just gonna have them go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'll get close to that pile of rubble. And now you guys are probably getting confused as to what you're looking at, because he's back here. Yeah, well, I can't always make it look pretty. Sorry, you guys. All right. He's got a range of 6. Can he attack? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, it's one space away from hitting the Serpent. Okay, so that's that. Now it's the support units, and what I'm doing is I'm taking turns with all the good guys, and then I'll do the 1 turn with the kaiju, and then we'll go back to being all the good guys. Because it's really like the entire city is fighting this one giant monster. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, typically you want to be like, one player will go, they select a unit, and then they use all that stuff. I mean, if you look over here, I've got like a laundry list of guys that I'm being. So now the support units. They get a move of 5? No. Yeah, move of 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll put that one up on that elevated spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll put that one up on that elevated spot. And then it's got a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's still too far away. Alright. Now I'll be the guys on the rooftop with the guns. They've got a range of 6. So this guy looks like he's the closest. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not gonna move them. They're not gonna run down the rooftops. They're pretty much staying where they are. Okay, so this one guy is gonna shoot at the bear. Arc Serpent. Much cooler name. I don't know what they were thinking, calling it a bear. Is that a bear? A bear? So shock resistance. Reduce damage from ranged attacks by 1. Oh boy. Alright, so he goes to shoot. And he's got... Let's see. Alright, so he's gonna attack. He got 1. He got 1, but then the bear... I can't keep doing that. The Arc Serpent has an ability called Shock Resistance, where damage from ranged attacks reduce damage from ranged attacks by 1, and that's 1. So I don't even need to roll. It doesn't do nothing. Now, what about this guy's ability? He's got one ability that's called. He's got a lot of abilities. This one, the first one. After choosing an ACU gunner's army card, choose a non-adjacent figure within 6 clear sight spaces of any gunner. Roll 3 attack dice for each guy in the squad. If you roll at least one crossed weapon symbol, the chosen figure receives damage, not wound. Alright, so yeah, let me see if I can barrage him. Oh! I got 3 hits that time. So if I got at least one, it'd take a 1. Okay, so the squad creature, with its kind of gnarly ability, did it. It's the very first wound marker of the game. Damage marker. So the Arc Serpent has 12 damage, 12 life. So that's the very first one. Alright, and then that's the end of the player character's turn. Now it's the Serpent's turn. Uh-oh. We're gonna draw the 3 spell cards for him. The first one is Massive Sinews. Target hero gets +3 attack until end of turn. Oh boy. It's a sorcery. We got Burrow below the city. Uh-oh. Thinking burrow underneath the city. Flip it over when it's attacked. Remove the enchanted creature from the battlefield. When you choose this army card, roll a 20-sided die. On a 16 or higher, the creature enters the battlefield anywhere. Then destroy burrow beneath the city. Basically disappears from the board, and then he can come right back up anywhere. That's something I was playing around with. And now we've got Wind Up Punch. I think his fist is like the size of that mech. Choose a hero creature you control. Pick a straight line of up to 2 clear sight spaces directly in front of the kaiju. Each artifact in those spaces rolls 1 combat die. Each hit deals 1 damage and pushes the mech 1 space directly away from the hero creature. Punch you in the mouth. And then, even though I don't see him really punching people with his hands. Oh, and then for the draw for this turn, because those 3 spell cards to start with, so you start with 3 cards, and then we just drew another card. And the card that we just drew is Echolocation. And enchanted hero does not need line of sight to attack figures. So I think I'm going to start out my turn by enchanting him with Echolocation. Maybe he, through the electricity, the electrical grid, he can feel the bioelectric signal within the bodies of any mech, any person, anything on the battlefield. He's just that sensitive of a conduit. Yeah, we'll use that. Somatically. Oh, I was like, why am I getting so sleepy? It's 8:30. Kind of a rainy day today. Alright. Serpent. So he's all coiled up, and now he's ready to pounce. But he, what does he do? Just wander into it? I think he's gonna kind of try to walk around. So I got all these guys in the back, I got all these guys in the front. I think he's gonna kind of wander around. What did I say? I was gonna put my finger there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna put him there. Yeah, he just slithered through the city. He got a move of 8. He also has a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's gonna target the Riot platform. Yeah, see, it still says it's like playing my YouTube video. You're just sucking down internet. I need that internet to go live. Alright, so he's gonna roll 6. So he's attacking the Riot platform. 6 dice. And that's 3 hits. 3 hits. The Riot platform, I'm just reading the card. 5 defense. Ooh. Wow. So it was 3 hits and 3 blocks. So he blocked that blow. That's awesome. Alright. Now the Arc Serpent is going to use its EMP burst. After the Arc Serpent... Oh, but it says, wait. Damages a figure. I did not get to damage a figure. So therefore, that is the end of that. Interesting. Okay, I see how this goes. Alright, so that's the end of round 1. So now I'm going to advance the alert tracker to alert 2. And now begins the next story beat. Round 2, defensive pressure. The Arc Serpent strikes. The side-winding looping pass impacts a partially collapsed structure. Yeah, maybe he was as he was winding past this thing. Sending concrete and rebar cascading downward. Oh, so that probably means I should be adding more tiles to the board. So yeah, let's just toss that there. Concrete and rebar falling downward. Military forces respond with coordinated missile salvos. Explosions illuminate the skyline in brief flashes. The Serpent retreats in concerting fashion. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to look up the way a snake moves. Concerting, it's like a concert. Bunching and stretching, right? You ever see like an inchworm and they go like this? Yeah, they go bunching and stretching. Repositioning for the next approach. It's learning. Patterns of defense are cataloged. The electrical disruptions continue and allow it to have rapid movement beyond conventional thrust. Rooftop positions become critical choke points. If they fall, all control is lost. So the soldier that fired at him, like maybe he turns, he's like, the thing, he's like, reload! Keep firing! Dum Dum Dugan, he tells the team, don't cluster it. Don't cluster it. Area suppression only. So they see how we have like that nice wall along the whole board here. We don't want to get all stuck on one side of the map. We want to have control of the board. And then Vic Hoskins, it was Drake Alexander, Vic, Mr. G.I. Joe, Vic, Doctrine holds, maintain spacing. Afterwards, the snake roars, and then it begins to hum, an electrified hiss. A bright glow sweeps across the platform. Impact imminent, right? So it's obviously going to try to. It just went to attack the Riot platform, didn't get a chance to do damage. It's going to try again. So impact imminent. Now it's back to the player characters. I'm going to draw that next spell card. Next spell card we got is actually. Oh yeah. I was like, oh, this isn't supposed to be in there, but no, he's a green and white for Dum Dum Dugan. One of a kind mech. Flip it when an enchanted artifact is attacked. No damage can be taken this turn. I'm actually going to equip that to the Riot platform right now. That way he'll have a hidden enchantment on him. We're then going to activate the Riot platform. And I'm going to do lockdown targeting. If the Riot platform did not move, which I'm not going to move it, it gets +1 defense. And the figure that's blocking it gets -1 defense. So that's 4 for the Arc Serpent. And then the Riot platform gets 5. So that's 2 hits. 2 hits right there. Ooh. And then he didn't get any. But then it has that shock resistance where it reduces damage by 1. So then it takes just 1. And now it's down to 10 life remaining. Alright. And now Vic activates the Iron Sentinel. Yeah, this guy's so far away. He's literally on the opposite side of that building. Let's see here. Maintain spacing. Well, I still need to attack it. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna go to attack it. Yeah. So it's gonna be this miniature versus this miniature. And he's just gonna shoot straight across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight across. So yeah, it's just gonna be 5. 5 versus 5. One. And then 3 shields. So nothing. And actually, wait, it was nothing. One was nothing, so I didn't even have to reduce the damage by range attacks by 1. Oh, and then you're supposed to get close to this? Like, I don't know about that. Alright, the support units. Can they move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. It's not. That's too far with. Nah. I don't want to move them off their position because they get the +1 attack for having the elevation spots. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily even want to be them. Like if I had to be like, oh, choose an army card, I wouldn't necessarily want to be them either. Now I'm gonna use the gunners. So these gunning guys. So I'm gonna start with this one first. He's gonna try shooting. And I'm not giving them an elevation bonus. Yeah, they're on top of buildings, but I'm just leaving them alone. They're also supposed to be super tiny. They're super tiny people. Not giant robots. Alright, 2. And it got 2 shields. So it blocked the 1 damage that would go through. Alright, the next one goes to shoot. He gets 3 hits. Alright, 3 hits. And it gets 2 shields, plus the 1 damage reduction for ranged combat. So that takes care of that. And then, was it a chain gun barrage? Yeah, let me try that. Let's see. And then the barrage did not result in anything because it got 3 shields. So that's the end of their turn. And now it's back to the Arc Serpent. Uh-oh. Alright, so the Arc Serpent goes to draw a card. And, we got Kaiju Tail Swipe. Choose a figure you control. Until end of turn, that figure may attack all adjacent opponent creatures. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna go for the tail swipe. And we're gonna move this thing. So I'm gonna play the tail swipe so we can attack all adjacent creatures. We're also gonna then give it massive sinews. Target hero gets +3 attack until end of turn. So it's gonna be a 9/5. Yes. A 9/5. So it's gonna go, so it's gonna move. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna move it right there. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna attack this building first. What? You can attack the building? Yes. And I forgot to mention this. So buildings have 5 toughness and 1 life. Do you think that guy is gonna survive if he falls off the building? I mean, I guess I could remove the building. No, he's gonna die. He's probably gonna get hurt if he falls off the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the building has 5 defense. Alright, he's gonna attack the building. So he goes to attack the building, and he gets 3 hits. 3 hits for the building. Yeah, maybe I'll make the guy just fall, and he's like in the stand on top of the rubble afterwards. So that was 3 hits. Wow, that's a pretty robust building because it got three blocks. So that takes care of that. So that was him trying to smash the building. Now he's gonna go to smash the Riot platform. In doing so, that triggers the hidden enchantment. Flip it over when enchanted artifact is attacked. No damage can be taken this turn. I'm not even gonna bother to roll. Save some time there. So, oh geez, so it's that and that. So those two sorceries happen. Ooh, that's a very interesting turn. Alright, and then now, at my second main phase, oh yeah, so I can't EMP burst. So now at my second main phase, I'm going to play Burrow Beneath the City. And it's a hidden enchant when he gets attacked. So that's just going to be a matter of time before it triggers. So now it's back to the player characters. And now we're going to go and advance the alert tracker from round 2 to round 3. And now we're on alert 3. And round 3 is military counter pressure. The battlefield escalates. Riot platform number 9 unleashes heavy artillery and coordinated salvos. Yeah, I mean they're right on top of each other, fighting away. Iron Sentinel, the DW9K advances. Did he? Oh yeah, he's like on the other side of the... Maybe he was holding up the building. Maybe he was holding up the building as that thing was getting smashed. Absorbing incoming strikes and returning calculated fire. The support units continue to hold the line and help bring the Serpent into the kill box. Right? Is that it right there? That's the kill box? This whole thing? That's the kill box. Yeah, because you got guys. That's the kill box. Alright, so this is Doctrine in action. Layered defense and counter assault. The Serpent responds with lateral harassment. Brief lunges. I wrote lunches. Lunges and strikes and electrical coils aimed at disrupting firing lines. No side achieves immediate dominance. And it's so funny because it's kind of been that way right now too. Like nobody's... I mean, the Serpent's taken 2 damage. I haven't been able to damage anybody else. It's kind of all been back and forth. So much of it has been shock resistant. Alright, so no side achieves immediate dominance. The ecosystem adapts. Pressure begins to mount. So, Dum Dum Dugan. That's right, boys. Training is over. Do not chase the creature. Time for air support to move in. Cannons fire again. And the Drake evades, but remains engaged. Alright, so now I said something about air support. So let the air support come in. So the air support, the way that was going to work is I have these 3... I've got these 3 like airplane models. They're all kind of sleek, futuristic looking, really just like army men. I mean, they're really cheap plastic things. But what I was gonna do is try to make use of my flight stands. Yeah, this is what I was wondering about. Okay. So, let's see here. So I'll have them move in. They've got a range of 7. So if they started here on the outside... Okay. So what I'll do is I'll have them start here on the outside. They're flying in. And maybe we'll have this one in the back be the highest one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to set that one here, and I'll put that just like that. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe I should move it, zoom in. But then if I zoom in, you can't see. Well, you'll be able to see it when I get it all set up. This guy, he starts to take off, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll put that right there. He's totally in the way. He's in the way so much that I'm moving the building. I guess I'll put him right there. Should I? 1, 2, 3. Fuck. The way my games go is that if the figure can sit there, if I can place the model, it fits. Obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like these planes are gonna crash into each other. I know. I swear they're not. I swear they're not gonna crash into each other. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now it's getting busy in there. Alright. So, military air support. Flight stance. At the end of the squad's movement, place each figure in one of the following stances. So grounded is no stance at all. Would be it's on the terrain on the board. It would be on the physical board. No bonus. These two guys that are on these lower flight stands, they're at low altitude. So they get +1 attack when attacking. The other one up here is on a higher flight stand. See, it's just about as high as the building. So he's at like high altitude. I think I even have a taller flight stand. I do. I've even got this one. It's even taller. Yeah, because then you got that other one that's in the back. It's this size. So I've got this other one that's even taller. So I guess I didn't realize I had 3 sizes. But the other problem is I only have 2 flight stands, but I've got 3 squad creatures, so they can't all even be at the same altitude. Yeah, sorry guys, you're not doing any. Is it the Blue Angels or the? You're not doing any air shows here. Not like in the picture, I guess. Oh no, you could. I mean, you have one in the middle higher than the other. Anyway, high altitude +1 toughness when yawning. Defending. Figures on flight stands are not affected by engagement. So, what does that mean? I guess it's really just for leaving engagement attacks. I'm trying to think about range and stuff. Can you attack figures you're not engaged with? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'd have to look back at the AOTP rulebook to remember, because I remember that's like if you're on a thing that's higher than you are tall. Yeah, this is a good question. Yeah, I'm just like kind of like a little fuzzy gray space with that one. But right now they're not taller than the kaiju. They're literally like right at his mouth. So I think it'll work out just fine. All right. So Yeah, so these two guys are gonna attack. So let's do this one first. So that'll be 4. Okay, so it'll be 4. And you got 2 hits. Oh, I need to. Alright, so that's that model versus that model. So he's just shooting in. And that's 2 hits he got. 2. Now the Serpent, you get 3. So I blocked it all. Plus his ability. Now the next miniature goes to shoot. This one. He goes to shoot. 3. And then it's 2 plus that ability for 1 block. Yeah, so he can't. Nobody can hit this damn thing. Alright, and now it's up to the last miniature in the group. So this one fires in. Because he's got a range of 5. Yeah, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. I love how it looks when it reflects off the glass. It looks awesome. So anyway, he shoots in. Can somebody get through? And that's 2. No, 3 blocks. Nobody can get through. Alright, so that's the end of that military air support. Now it's the wait, did I even take a turn with Dum Dum Dugan and all that? Or I just do the air support, guys? Time for the air support to move in. Cannons fire, the Drake evades but remains engaged. I don't know, I gotta rewind the tape. Let's talk about the flight stands. Yeah, I didn't even... Yeah, so now I'm gonna do the turn with the characters, which I don't even think I did. Yeah, now I'm all tripped up. I introduced like this new game mechanic. All messed up. Alright, so pinpoint accuracy lock on. Until end of turn, if you roll 2 or more hits, creatures can't roll defense dice against that attack. That's pretty nice. Alright, so I'm gonna play that. And I'm gonna also play let's see. No, I'm gonna play that pinpoint accuracy lock on. So until end of turn, and these guys all take 1 turn together. Yeah, because I think I had the military jets fly in and attack. Yeah, so I'm not going to beat them this turn. That was like kind of their turn. Alright, so Dum Dum Dugan in the Riot platform. I'm going to have it so it's lockdown targeting. It didn't move. And we're going to attack with 5. And we got 2 hits. And then it says until end of turn, if you roll 2 or more hits, this combat, creatures can't roll defense dice against that attack. So that means that the Arc Serpent takes 1 because it still has that shock resistance. Oh, wait a second. No, ranged attacks reduced by 1. These guys are adjacent. They're on the same... Those spaces are touching. So he takes 2. Alright. It's prime time for everybody's attack then. So now Vic in the Iron Sentinel, he comes around the backside of the building. 1, 2. He gangs up on the Serpent as well. Maybe he starts grabbing the tail, winding around. So that'll be 5. And that's 3 hits. And you can't block that, and it's ranged. Not ranged. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, creatures can't roll. There we go, you guys. I think we're making some progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7 damage so far. Alright, the Iron Sentinel. Now it's the support units. 1, 2, 3. So this one can attack. And he'll attack for 3. Oh my gosh, and he got 2. But then the 2 turns into 1. So that's 8, I think. Yeah, that's 8 damage so far. And then now it's time for the ACU gunners. So the gunners then chime in. He goes to shoot, and that's going to be another 3. That was only 1, so it's none. The other guy on the building that he almost took out, he's going to shoot. And he got shields. So that's nothing. Alright, that resolves the pinpoint accuracy lock on. Good job, team. Now we move it over to the Arc Serpents, so that military air support kind of did their turn already. Yeah, as part of the GM tails. Oh. Before I echo to the Arc Serpent's turn. Strafing run. If the squad moved at least 3 spaces this turn, it may make an additional attack. Oh my god. But that was during their turn. No, I'm not going to do that. Alright, Arc Serpent, he goes to draw a card. Oh, I'm so stupid. No, he shouldn't have taken any of that damage. He should have burrowed underneath the city. No, I forgot about that card. Yeah, remove this creature from the battlefield. Alright, I've got to remember to do that. Alright, let me draw a card. Otherworldly Brutality. If you destroyed a building or another terrain piece this turn, you may take another turn. Move and attack. Okay, let's do that. I can't believe I forgot the burrow. There. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little burrow marker just to remind myself. Oh, this is what I was going to use as the... This is like a burrow marker to show that he then is burrowed underneath the city. I could also use this as the shit that fell off the buildings. There's all the terrain that fell. Yeah, but that's what I'll do is I'll put the burrow marker right in front of me. That's why I hate hidden enchantments. They're like the worst things ever. Always forget that they're like there because they're not face up looking at me. And I'm like trying to run a YouTube channel and play my game and read all the cards. Alright, brutality. So I'm gonna play... Oh, no, I'm gonna wait to play that. I'm gonna attack the building. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, but I'm gonna just see if I can destroy that building. I want to at least destroy some of the city. That was the Kaiju's kind of mission. His mission is to destroy the city. 3, 6. Alright, so I hit the building. And I hit the building for 2. 2 to the building. Building's got 5 defense, but 1 life. No, that's a strong ass building. I hit it again. And it still didn't fall. Wow. He's not doing it so good. Yeah. I thought these buildings were just going to fall down. Oh no, I used my turn to smack a building. And now I'm surrounded. Alright, so that's the end of the Arc Serpent's turn. We're now going to increase the tracker marker from 3 to 4. Alright, so round 4. This is an interesting one. This one's called Vela's Brief Presence. So, shit, I fucked up. Combat pauses for a fraction of a second. A faint distortion ripples across the skyline. Something observes an outline, neither fully visible nor absent, watches the engagement from a beyond perception. Valeth. No signature, no attack, just psychological unease spreads among the witnesses. Military sensors report nothing. Human observers feel the weight of being watched. This confirms external oversight. The ecosystem is evolving under forces not fully understood. Vic. Go back over. Just gonna plug in my little iPad thing. So, Vic, did anyone else sense that? Silence in the communications. Maybe one of the rooftop soldiers. Sense what? The distortion fades. Combat resumes. But the implication remains. The war is larger than its participants. Alright, on to round 4. Back to the heroes. I'm going to draw the next card. It's Nimble Mech. Target an artifact creature you control. Until end of turn, that artifact may either move and attack or attack and move. Alright, I'm going to have the Riot platform attack the Serpent. When I go to dump this, that hidden enchantment triggers. Burrow below the city. Flip burrow below the city when enchanted creature is attacked. Remove the enchanted creature from the battlefield. When you choose this army card, roll a 20-sided die. If you roll 16 or higher, place that creature onto the battlefield anywhere. Alright, so there it is. He burrows beneath the city, underneath some rubble. He's gone somewhere. So that means everybody else's turn doesn't do much. Now I get to the Arc Serpent's turn. Because what are these guys gonna do? They're gonna fight each other? No, I don't think so. Should I bother moving them? Actually, maybe. Should I move these guys all around the city? Where did it go? We need to spread out. So yeah, maybe the Iron Sentinel. Where did it go? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna stand right there, checking his sensors. The support units, I'm gonna keep them where they are. Military air support. Maybe I'll have 2 of those go up higher on their flight stands. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll put that one here. Wish these things were smaller. So this guy's gonna fly up. Take away this lower stand. This one, he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he'll go right here. And he's gonna fly up. And then maybe this guy, he'll fly down. 1, 2, 3. He'll fly down. Look at that, I'm making use of all my flight stands. They're like jets flying across the city. Looking for this thing. And the guys on top of the buildings, they don't go anywhere. Buildings don't move, usually. Alright. You guys see it? You see anything? Wait, I don't see anything. Alright, now it's the Arc Serpent's turn. Draw a card for that thing's turn. We got Energy Breath. Target a figure within 5 clear sight spaces of creature you control. Roll 3 combat dice. They don't roll defense dice against this attack. Alright, now let's see if it's time to rise and shine. I'm going to grab the 20-sided die. I rolled a 1. Uh-oh, so the Serpent is not coming out. So now it's back to... Serpent went below the city. What's it doing under there? We need answers now. So now it's going to go to round 5. Increase the alert marker. Round 5. The Arc Serpent adapts. Escalation. It's so funny because my description is like this. I pre-wrote this, and it just like fits so well as to what's going on. The Arc Serpent changes tactics. Instead of rapid diving strikes, it targets structural weaknesses. Electrical bursts allow precise attacks on support columns and load-bearing walls. Skyscrapers collapse section by section. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do. Have him attacking the buildings underneath the city. He is burrowed underneath there. Yeah, I'll have him kind of moving around and attack. If he doesn't come up, attacking stuff underneath the city. Just attack the base structures and they'll just collapse. So let's see here. Skyscrapers collapse section by section. Okay. So this is a GM call. So let's see. We're gonna use... Yeah, we're gonna use this dice. It's like a on target, and it's got a bunch of arrows and stuff. And I'm gonna just roll a dice to see which skyscraper gets the gun. Alright, and then this is pointing to the left, which I guess it's upside down and backwards for you guys, but it's to the left for me. So if I said it was, he was already here, but it's the one to the left. Yeah, I'm gonna just take out this building. Oh, actually it's this one, the one the guy's on. So I'm gonna have this guy fall, and he takes a damage. Actually, does he take a damage? I'm gonna have him fall. He doesn't take a damage. Alright. But a building is destroyed nonetheless. Okay, so that building is destroyed. Vertical terrain becomes unstable. Military forces shift to area denial and heavy weapon suppression. Riot platform and Iron Sentinel maintain defensive posture. No single force dominates. This is attritional warfare. Ecosystems adapt. I feel like I already wrote that. Yeah, I must have gotten. I must have, because I usually write this early in the morning, so like I probably like started writing it, got up to go make my breakfast, and then sat back in front of the computer and just like rewrote the whole thing again. It's like, oh yeah, just kind of came out of me, flowed out of me. Alright, dum. It appears to be dismantling the battlefield. Vic. Focus fire. Do not chase the beast. The snake, once again, roars. Rah! But nobody could tell which way it come from underneath the city. Yeah, then I was like, oh yeah. Its maw opens wide, then a blast erupts from within. Debris rains downwards. Nah, I'll just leave it as that. Alright, now it's back to the heroes. We're gonna draw the next spell card. Next spell card is Nano Metal Buffer Layer. Hidden enchant. Flip it over when enchanted artifact is attacked. Reduce the damage by 2. Okay. Lots of healing spells and stuff. There's still nothing to attack. Let's see, I am going to move the Riot platform because I didn't move him last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move him. I'll move him right there. Alright, Iron Sentinel. Maybe he's walking around. I'm gonna go check out over by the breach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? He can move 5. He can move 4. The aircrafts, they keep flying by. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then back to the Serpent. Does the Serpent come out and play? 13. 16 or higher. Oh man, that's rough. 13 is like probably pretty good. Alright, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a structure to attack. Once again, it's to that left. So that other building, this one. So it's got an attack of 6. That's 2 hits. Oh no, 3 hits. 3, 3, 3. 3 hits. I got 1. So that building falls. Okay, I'll make that one fall into rubble. Alright. So now that's round 5. So now we switch to round 6. And that's the last round. Oh, but we kind of already failed. Oh, not truly. No, we didn't fail. Rooftop defenses, so round 6, victory or defeat. Victory condition. Arc Serpent is destroyed or forced to retreat. Riot platform number 9 or Iron Sentinel remain operational, right? These two guys. Rooftop defenses hold at least one position. Only one of them have fallen. We still have the 2 other positions to protect the city. So the Serpent withdraws into the ocean. Yeah. Alright. So round 6, victory or defeat. Defeat condition, closing dialogue. Okay. Yeah, so the battle continues. So yeah, it's like I'm already there again. Like nano layer buffer material. Draw a card again. The good guys didn't even get damaged at all. We got holographic emitters. Flip it over when the artifact creature is attacked. +5 toughness until end of turn. Destroy holographic emitters. Yeah. What the hell are we? Where is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing to attack out here. Iron Sentinel. He's gonna move a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of patrolling the city. Alright, yeah, I'm wondering how this game's gonna end up. Alright, should I have the jets fly around? I'm just going to leave them alone. Let's get to the Arc Serpent. Draw a card for the Serpent. It's got natural reflexes. Hidden enchant, flip it over when it's attacked. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt for the rest of the turn. Destroy natural reflexes. Alright, come out and play. Nobody's no. And it's a 1. So burrow below the city. Yeah, he burrowed below. Let's see, let's go to attack another building. Let's try doing that. Let's at least do something. So this is like a down and to the right. So the one over by the jets, I'm gonna attack. It's 3 hits on that one. Three hits and it got 1 defense. So this building collapses as well. Alright, another building collapses. Alright. But then that's the end of that. So what I'm gonna say is that the Serpent, everybody's kind of looking away, they're scanning, looking around the city. The Serpent kind of burrows back up, takes a look around, and it heads back into the water and tries to just get away. Yeah, I would think that this is a victory condition. The Serpent withdraws into the ocean. The skyscrapers remain scarred, but standing. Especially this one. You fucking beat the hell out of that one. Military forces secure the area. Obviously, they were just running around the entire city. Veileth's presence remains unconfirmed, but felt. Ecosystem evolution continues. So the defeat condition was defensive positions collapse, those 3 buildings with the guys on it. The Arc Serpent dominates everybody. Riot platformer, the Iron Sentinel are neutralized. The city basically would then become a hunting ground. Evacuation protocols are activated, and human control over terrain is lost. But we didn't get defeated, so this was a victory. So, yeah! That's a victory, you guys. Alright. Gonna continue with my game. I'll continue with my game until everybody loses. You know, we lose, and then that's it, I guess. Alright. So, Riot platform number 9 stands amid the broken rooftops. Smoke rises in slow columns. Military teams coordinate recovery. Iron Sentinel holds the perimeter securely. The Arc Serpent is gone, but the pattern remains. Ecosystem pressure, strategic adaptation, external observation. The war is evolving, and something greater is watching. Alright, that completes today's adventure. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making up the map and generating the content for this. It's been a true blast. I can't believe we're already cruising right along. This was Act 4, Apex Devastation, with our buddy here, the Arc Serpent. So I'm having fun finding new use for my D&D miniatures. These are just, you know, these are the same size miniatures that you would use with 35 millimeter miniatures, but with the, you know, just changing the scale, building a little city, it really changes the dialogue and kind of like the whole feeling of the entire game. It feels like I'm playing a totally new game, even though it's the same exact game system I've been playing the entire time. So thanks for watching. This is Mike, Shinobi Mystic, signing off. Take care, everybody.